Hi everybody, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. So I have been out of commission for a while. I've had major eye issues for the past 2 months, and for the past week and a half I've had double vision. I'm blurry. It has been a nightmare. So it's been really hard to actually do videos. As you can see, I haven't had a video for well over a week, but now I'm trying desperately with about 50% vision, trying to come back and make some royal videos. And we have a lot of royalty to cover, so I hope that you'll have patience and stay with me because I am very behind. But you guys, there's a lot of juicy stuff that we're going to cover, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So before we get into the Nigeria fiasco of Harry and Meghan, I thought we should backtrack and talk about the solo trip that Prince Harry took to the UK for the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games. In my opinion, this is 100% a PR stunt by the Sussex camp. They wanted to drum up some sympathy and, of course, play the good old-fashioned victim card. It was little Prince Harry just wanted to see his daddy, and his mean daddy refused to see him. The evil tyranny of the royal family once again shunning the golden boy as he returned home for a 2-day visit. The royal family is just so evil and petty and jealous of Harry and Meghan. That's the same little narrative that they like to play on their little record player over and over, forgetting, of course, the damage, the lies, and the attacks that both Harry and Meghan have launched continually to the royal family for the past 4.5 years. But never mind, every single time Harry arrives in town, he expects the royal family to stop what they're doing and run and see him. It's a typical narcissist move. He didn't go over there planning to see his father. It was a trick. It was a PR manipulation, and it was golden because it worked. A lot of people were saying, well, we can't believe that King Charles couldn't make time to see Harry. I mean, gosh, how selfish of King Charles. I mean, are you for real? Let's remember here that Harry and Meghan chose to leave the royal family, and they have done nothing but attack the royal family. Not to mention, King Charles is actually kind of busy being the king. He just returned for the very first time to public-facing duties and is still recovering from cancer. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't even think Harry reached out to King Charles's office for a visit. I think he knew ahead of time the king had a full calendar, but it makes great PR. Again, it helps paint the narrative of poor little Prince Harry, the redheaded stepchild, ignored, isolated, and snubbed once again. Now, Harry also doubled down with the Diana card. That's right. He wrapped himself in the cloak of the Spencers, trying to stick it once again to the royal family. Now, in my personal opinion, I do not believe that Harry and the Spencers are super close. He probably sees them on holidays and special events. Even though Charles Spencer, during Princess Diana's funeral, made a very impassioned speech about they're going to be very hands-on and involved in the raising of William and Harry, well, we all know that's not exactly how it happened, that they were mostly raised within the royal fold. But in my opinion, he definitely was happy to be surrounded with family, especially the Spencers, because again, he got to play the my mom, Diana, the Spencers, my family. He got to play the Diana card, and we all know Harry loves himself a Diana card. So not only did they play up the sympathy of the mean, awful royal family not taking 5 minutes for poor little Prince Harry being shunned and all alone, but look, his real family, Diana's family, well, they're there to support Harry. Again, painting the narrative, royal family bad, Harry and Spencer's good. You know what I mean? He's the prodigal victim son returning home and being shunned by the family. But why is he shunned? He's shunned because he broke their trust. But nobody wants to talk about the book Spare or the Netflix series or the lies they told on Oprah Winfrey. I mean, oh gosh, the royal family, y'all just need to forgive and forget, right? I mean, would you forgive and forget someone who repeatedly attacked you and betrayed your family? Harry can no longer be trusted. He is no longer in the royal fold of communication. He is on a need-to-know basis because, quite frankly, they don't trust him. So do you think King Charles, who has a full plate and battling cancer, is going to make time for a son who barely says, hey, I'm in town for 2 days, drop what you're doing and come see me? No. It would be different if Harry had planned an actual visit that was not self-serving, that was not for his personal event or a lawsuit. If he would come over during the summer with the kids to actually spend quality time with his father, I believe King Charles would be open to a real family visit. But King Charles isn't dumb. He knows he's being used. Let's not forget Harry and Meghan 2 days later flew out to Nigeria from the UK. So logistically speaking, in my opinion, if King Charles would have had an audience with Harry, Harry would have used that to his full advantage, making it look like the king was signing off and approving of their fake royal tour of Nigeria. So the royal family made it very, very clear, we are not on board with Harry and Meghan or any of their shenanigans. So the other part of this is that Meghan Markle flew over to the UK and stayed at the VIP Windsor Lounge at Heathrow Airport. So my question is, why didn't Meghan Markle accompany her husband to the Invictus Games? Once again, abandoning her husband to face the music alone. Now we all know she's afraid of booze, but again, they had carefully crafted and curated the Sussex squad and their fans to be at the front of St. Paul Cathedral. You could tell because the security guard was pointing to certain people for Harry to shake their hands. So you can't tell me there was absolutely no reason that Meghan couldn't show up and support her husband. Not to mention they did get police protection. So the fact that Meghan Markle made a huge fit and didn't show up for the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games, even though they had security, tells me they 100% wanted Harry to be by himself because they wanted that victim narrative. And I find it funny how two ego warriors had no problem taking a wasted flight. So Harry flies over by himself, then Meghan follows 2 days later. Then they fly out together. But in my opinion, that was a wasted flight. They should have flown together. And the fact that she wanted it to be known that she was there in the UK but didn't come to the Invictus Games proves to you what a narcissist she really is and what an evil woman she is for not supporting her husband. So do you guys think it was on purpose and that they were trying to create the victimhood narrative of poor little Prince Harry being shunned by the evil royal family, and that they purposely wanted to paint the isolated prince, but of course wrapped in the cloak of the Spencer family? I believe they really wanted to drum up sympathy so people would like him, and they did this right before their Nigerian tour, because if there's two things that Harry and Meghan like to do, they like to play the Diana card and the race card, and they did it in spades. So what do y'all think about that? Leave me your comment, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.